Hello and welcome back to YesterGaming, a series of videos where I look back at games from old generations of consoles and give you an overview of what they used to be like. And this time the game is the Simpsons Hit and Run, released in 2003, a game that I'm sure many of you will look back at with fond memories for either its comedic nods to the iconic series or its addictive GTA-inspired gameplay. It's a game that certainly holds a fond place within my memories, as well as in the minds of other critics and gamers, as it holds an 8.2 star rating on IMDb and 82% on Metacritic, as well as an amazing 98% rating by Google users. So it seems a valid topic to go back to the game and see if it holds up to my memories and these high reviews. Now as usual, I'm going to play through the game and I'll give you the key plot points and any interesting experiences I have in order for me to give you a review on what the game is like today.
Yes! Everybody do the Bartman!
So without further delay and an obvious spoiler warning in place, let's boot up the PS2 again and start playing.
You got no chance, buddy!
After a short cutscene in which we learn Springfield is being invaded by robot wasps, I select a new game file and I'm greeted by another cutscene.
Hey! I'm endorsing a new cola, kids! And this one isn't poisonous to anybody!
That we know of.
New and improved Buzz Cola is made from only the finest sugars and waters. Plus, it has a special ingredient, too hot for the FDA. It'll give you the get up and go you need to do all the pathetic stuff you have to do. Try new improved Buzz Cola.
Cola. Must get Buzz Cola.
The advertisement clearly does its job, as we're given control of Homer to go and hunt down the cola, as well as some desserts by Marge.
Homie, somebody ate every dessert in the house. I need you to run to the store and pick up some of that ice cream with the miniature pies in it.
Oh, must have been one of our kids. Probably Milhouse.
This mission acts as a tutorial, as we're given instructions by Bart as to what the controls are in his usual sarcastic tone.
Alright, player one, Homer. Use the directional button or left analog stick to move around. This is called walking. Press the X button to jump and hold down the circle button to run. Anytime you're in the air, hit jump again to get a little extra push. Got it? Press the triangle button to get into the car. And don't take all day, this is the tutorial. Okay, homeboy, here's how you drive this crap box. Press the X button to accelerate and use the left analog stick or directional button to steer. The circle button is your brake and reverse, and the square button is your handbrake. You know, just like every driving game ever.
Eat my dust!
That's the stuff, psycho! And so it begins.
Ooh, brain like shiny thing.
Yeah, great. Those shiny things are called coins. Whenever you get enough of those, you can get a cool surprise.
I'm not a very good driver.
Working through Bart's various sarcastic comments, we quickly reach the Kwik-E-Mart.
Walk? That wasn't part of the deal.
Before going into the Kwik-E-Mart, I decided to go onto the roof to collect a collectible that I remember about, where I'm greeted by my first wasp camera.
Nobody knows why these things have turned up all over Springfield. They always seem to turn up whenever something exciting happens. I don't know what they are, but violence is always an appropriate response in the face of the unknown.
As you can see, camera wasps are easily defeated with one hit, and I collect his coins before I bounce from the air vent, go get the collector card I remembered about, and then head into the Kwik-E-Mart.
There's some collector cards hidden all over Springfield. Find the other ones and sweet reward is yours for the taking. If you want to take a closer look at the cards, you can see them in the pause menu. And don't get your stinky fingers on them, fatty. You can go inside certain buildings by pressing the triangle button. Ugh, why did I agree to do this stupid tutorial? It is so boring.
Talking to Apu, I get the desserts before I indulge in one of the main joys of this game, which are the jokes, gags, and nods to the classic series that spread throughout the world.
Is it the future yet?
These references and the self-deprecating humour of the comments that the characters make throughout the game are what, in my opinion, makes the game so great, as you literally feel like you're playing through an episode in the classic TV series.
When the doctor said I didn't have worms anymore, that was the happiest day of my life.
After posing with the lard lad a little bit, I then make the journey back towards Marge, smashing some coin boxes along the way. I decide rather than going to get the next mission from Marge to go gag and collectible hunting instead, starting with the collector card in the Simpsons' own garden, and then moving on to the Flanders house. Then I steal a car and head down to the police chief Wiggum's house, remembering that there's a collector card in the garden, as well as a chance to have some comedic conversations with Ralph.
I just swallowed a battery. Now my stomach is hurty.
How's it hanging?
Are you my mommy?
Heading back to Marge, I'm told that Lisa's forgotten a science project and I need to go take it to her.
Do I have to?
You can drop it off on the way to work.
And I have to go to work?
So I pick up the diorama, and then I pick up a car from the phone booth before I set off and quickly realise that this mission is actually a race against Skinner to the school.
That was easy as pie.
I use the same strategy I used in most of the races in Need for Speed Most Wanted. I crash Skinner into a tree, making this race easy peasy as I beat him to school. And then I hand the diorama over to Lisa to complete the mission.
Bring me my model of the digestive system. Hey, where's the gallbladder?
I got hungry and it was a fig.
It was modeling clay.
Oh.
By the way, Dad, Mom called. She says she needs to talk to you at home before you go to work.
Oh!
Homer just can't catch a break, but rather than going back to Marge straight away, I instead go and explore the open world to collect more collectibles and gags, starting off by buying him some new clothes. I choose the casual outfit, as who simply doesn't want to run around in their underwear all day? And then make sure that I clear the whole school of wasps, including from the roof, before I go on a little joyride.
Coming through. Learn to drive, dumbass.
Landing this awesome jump, I then go and find the rocket car, and go for another bit of a joyride round to find a collector card.
Oh, that was too easy.
After collecting that card in the alley, I then head down into the Stonecutter's tunnel to collect another card.
That was too easy.
After collecting that card, I then head down the radioactive tunnels of the power plant to find the secret entrance to Burns' backyard, in which there is the living chess set, which you'll remember from several episodes of the classic TV series. Heading back into the power plant, I then do a lot of annoying platforming and deal with some extremely annoying fans to then find another collector card hidden in the top of the ceiling.
I could sell this on the internet.
Checking out a few of the gags inside the power plant, and then head into the lower end of Springfield, where I tried to jump the tyre fire, but sadly failed. So taking the long way instead, I then find that I can have some conversations with our friendly bartender Mo.
Right, don't panic. There's a roach bigger than my fist inside the pickled egg jar. The mob is gonna take my parotid gland. I don't know what that does, so I figure I'm okay.
After climbing atop a trailer and defeating another wasp, I find the final collector card of this level.
Me wanty. Just a few more.
I wander around a little and then I'm interrupted, surprisingly, by Bart, who has another tutorial for me.
Okay, around town you'll probably run into a few people I like to call losers. Maybe they need a ride, or maybe they need help. Whatever, the point is, once you've helped them out, they will be available to help drive your lazy butt around.
But before I go and try this bonus mission, I decide to go and talk to Gill, as I'm told that he can supply me with extra cars.
If you ever feel like getting a new set of wheels and you're not picky, just talk to old Gill. He's always got a couple crap boxes to sell.
Of the cars I have available to me at the moment, I decide I'll use the surveillance van, and then I go and talk to Cletus to learn what I need to do for his bonus mission.
First, Mose, I want you to go to the gas station, get me some of those cardboard tubes, you know them? I'm gonna build me some indoor plumbing. When you finish with that, knock down all them tobacco plants so the young'uns can clean them up for market.
So I get into my van and I dart around like a crazy Amazon driver, picking up cardboard tubing, and then I turn around and head for the tomato fields. I have to smash these tomato plants to pick them up, and sadly all this destruction causes the cops to start chasing me. I'm able, however, to run away from them and get to Cletus in time to talk to him, at which stage not only do I complete the mission, but I also escape the cops, so I complete the 2 in 1.
Everyone sucks but me.
So with that, I now have access to Cletus's truck, and I make a short journey to go and buy the Plow King off a
Barney,
barn.
can I borrow the Plow King?
Take what you want, sexy leprechaun. Just don't shoot me with that dart gun. Oh.
Whatever.
Trundling around in this massive snowplow, I decide it's time to go and do some story missions again, so I head for Marge and learn that I actually need to...
Homer, go talk to Ned Flanders.
I'm all in a dither, Homer. So many of my possessions have disappeared. I called the police to find the culprit.
Oh no, I borrowed all of Flanders' stuff. Quick, think of an excuse to get out of here. Excuse me, I think I have to go shuck some corn.
This mission is much like Cletus's mission, in that I just need to drive around and pick up items within a time limit. So once again I dart around and I pick up items and talk to anyone that I've lent these items to, before I then dart back to the Flanders with plenty of time to spare.
Thanks, neighbor Rooney. Here's your reward. A prayer from the Lord's #1 fan. Our Father in heaven, bless this noble oaf.
Stupid Flanders getting happiness from religion.
Seeing the next mission is with Marge, I quickly sprint back to the house and have a talk with her.
Homie, you're late for work. And today's your workplace evaluation with Mr. Smithers.
Ah! You'll find my scorpion farm! Then where will my scorpions live?
Frankly, I'm not surprised I'm late for work, considering Marge has kept sending me on different missions. But regardless, I go and talk to Lenny to see if I can get any help.
Tell me where to find Mr. Smithers!
Yeah, I think I saw him at the Kwik-E-Mart.
So after Lenny's told me that Smithers is at the Kwik-E-Mart, I do another bit of fuller driving over there before I begin my assault on Smithers.
Hey, Dick!
So after smashing Smithers into a load of trees and walls, I easily defeat him, and then I just need to do a long drive down to the power plant. And eventually getting there, I head into Homer's station to start the next mission.
How can I sleep with that camera? Oh, sexy girls could be watching me on the internet. Stupid cameras, you should be smashed. I'll destroy you at your power source.
In order to destroy the power coupling machines, I have to jump around this little platforming section.
If you're so smart, how come I broke you?
And despite a couple of falls, I'm yet again able to complete this mission with plenty of time to spare, and then I'll return to Homer's station.
Finally, I can get some sleep.
Mindless drones, return to your ugly families.
Once again, the gameplay is padded out by a long journey towards the next mission, as this game doesn't have any form of fast travel like we're used to in modern games, but luckily there's a race on the way that I haven't done, so I decided to go do that instead.
Milhouse, you little wiener, what are you doing here?
Patty and Selma won't give me a license to ride a bike without safety wheels, unless I run the driving tests.
So after talking to Milhouse, I find out that his race is a time trial, so then I hop in the surveillance van and bounce around the trailer park. And after just over a minute's worth of driving, I complete the race and I have an interaction with Patty and Selma.
This is so depressing. I'm going to feed your driver's license to Jub.
And with that done, I decide to cruise past home and go to the other two races that I ignored earlier, starting with Ralph's.
Hello, little son of the police chief, little angel.
Those nice man ladies made me a race judge.
Ralph's race is a checkpoint race, and one of my competitors is Bart.
One, go!
I make a couple of errors of judgment in this race by not taking shortcuts and even crashing into a wall at one stage. Eager to salvage the race, I keep going, work my way past everyone, and hold the lead until the finish.
This is worse than when Jub ate my cat.
Wasting no time, I head for my next race, which is held by Nelson.
I know you. You're the kid that sells me bootleg CDs on the street corner.
Yeah, well, I've been having some legal problems lately, so I'm stuck running these races for the DMV. It was this or read to the elderly.
Nelson's race is a circuit race, and once again, I'm challenging Bart. Now sadly, because the course is so tight, I do crash a couple of times, and this results in me just losing out to Bart and having to restart.
At the rate you're going, you couldn't pass a kidney stone.
But the second time around, I take advantage of the placement of the checkpoint on the finish line to have a little shortcut and grab some extra distance on Bart, which ultimately results in me winning.
This is terrible. I'm gonna drown my sorrows at the Golden Banana.
And with that, I unlock the fastest car in the level, the Electorus, and then I headed back home for the next mission.
Local citizens are outraged over the discovery of surveillance cameras throughout the town. We go now to City Hall, where Mayor Quimby is fielding questions from an angry mob.
These miniature cameras are an outrage. Spying on our women's dressing rooms, bathrooms, and locker rooms is unforgivable. I think I speak for all Springfielders when I say, where is the sexy footage?
In other unexplained news, strange black vans have been appearing all over town.
Marge, that black van is spying on us.
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
So with home is paranoia high, I hop in a car and I tail the surveillance van, making sure that I don't get too close.
Out of control!
I tail the van all the way from the Simpsons house round to Burns' mansion via the long route, which once again feels like the game is being padded out, but I complete the mission easily with no hassle.
Oh, Mr. Burns is behind all this. Evil spying is so like him, that wrinkled old monkey skeleton.
I head for the grocery store to talk to Marge about the information I've just found out, but I'm waylaid by her talking about a violent video game that we need to destroy the copies of.
Not now, Homer. A new violent video game has hit the streets, and we need to get rid of it before it warps any children with its bloops and bleeps.
But that game sounds awesome.
And therefore should be destroyed.
So we're here tasked with solving a violent video game with more violence by smashing into the truck enough for it to drop the items for me to pick up.
That's not very nice.
And after a short period of time, this enjoyable little mission is complete as I'm able to smash into the van enough to grab all the copies, and then I dart off home.
Canyonero! If only kids would play more video games about sharing.
Marge, you know I abhor crazy plans. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go spy on my boss.
So once again, I drive across the map, this time to talk to Carl.
Hey, Homer. You look like you're having one of your trademark adventures.
Danger! Mr. Burns! Mini cameras! Black vans!
Oh, good thing I'm drunk.
Stupid drunk. Oh no, he's going to warn Burns! I can't believe I'm racing the same guy twice in one day!
In the satirical nature of this game, Homer took the words right out of my mouth, as once again I'm racing the same guy. Luckily this time, I don't have to try and kill him.
Learn to drive, dumbass!
Unsurprisingly, at this point I had to race smoothers around the entire map, from this power plant to Burns' mansion, despite the fact that I could make an easy shortcut through the power plant and get there much faster.
Nothing lasts forever.
But despite this annoyance, I easily win, and I accuse Burns of spying on everyone.
See, Montgomery Burns, I know you're guilty. Accused! Sir?
Fine, I admit it. I had Amelia Earhart's plane shot down. That hussy was getting too big for her jodhpurs.
No! You're spying on Springfield with your black vans and surveillance cameras.
Black vans? Aren't they connected with some sort of pizziola concern?
What? They were only pizza vans? I'm a Class 5 idiot.
Smithers, release the hounds. And if this oaf is an employee of the plant, fire him at once.
Now the ending of this level seems a little anticlimactic to me, but despite that, I complete the level with 95.6%, only missing 3 wasps and 3 gags. So I save up before booting up the second level. This time we're in control of Bart. My first job is climbing to the top of the Jebediah statue, remembering that there's a collector card up here.
Woohoo!
I then decided just to get the first mission out of the way, so I first of all try to run over Milhouse before I go and talk to him about the Bonestorm video game.
I gotta get the new Bonestorm or I'll be as uncool as Milhouse.
I'm standing right here, Bart.
Hey, that's great.
You better get out of here, Bart. Principal Skinner's looking for everyone that skipped school today. And when you're caught, it's expulsion, Bart. Expulsion!
This mission is essentially a time trial. All I have to do is get away from Skinner and go buy myself a copy of Bonestorm within the time limit. And despite getting stuck on a building and almost having him catch me, I am able to get away and I go and talk to Jimbo.
Too late, losers. I got the last game. 4-finger discount. Some crazy lady destroyed all the rest.
Checking out a couple of gags to try and cheer up Bart for not getting the game, I decide to go and do the bonus mission with Grandpa to unlock his car from the war.
I need your car from the war.
The war? What, is the Kaiser at it again? I'll teach him. He stole my best girl and my best box of saltwater taffy.
Grandpa, you're not making any sense.
I'm tired because I let Jasper borrow my blood. I didn't think I'd need it. No.
So I'm tasked with collecting blood for Grandpa. This blood is spread all over the place, and after commandeering myself a taxi, I head down to Mo to see if he's got any blood. Once in Mo's, I check out a few of the little gags that are hidden in here, before I go and ask him if he's got any blood.
Mo, do you have any human blood?
Nah. What about goat blood?
Sure, why not?
Coming out of the tavern, I then head for the Krusty Burger to go speak to the squeaky-voiced team.
Do you have any blood?
Would you like fries with that?
And that's the last of the blood I need for Grandpa, so I turn around and race back to him, guessing there were only seconds to spare.
Easy peasy.
Nice and warm, just how I like it.
Is that enough? I need another car.
Take it. Oh, I'm gonna pour this on my flapjacks.
Now armed with a World War II Jeep, I then grab the Electorus as it's still the fastest car I own, before I head for the DMV. After I blinded the mole man and had a little talk with Patty, I then go and buy some new clothes for Bart. After choosing the football uniform as my favourite, I then pose with the Crash school bus a little bit before I go out to get more collectibles. My first stop is the train yard, where I destroy several wasps before hopping onto the moving train to go jump across the collector card.
This must be worth a fortune.
Then driving on a little bit, I bring my car to the car wash, where I have to destroy a wasp before I'm able to climb up into the car wash to grab another collector card.
Collecting these is much better than learning.
Driving on a little bit, I find the mob's hideout, where I then have fun pressing their buzzer to see what they'll say.
Where get or I'll punch you in the vital areas. Don't come in here. We're making sausage. Man sausages.
Before I climb to the roof to not only find their rat milking operation from one of the episodes of the TV series, but also a few wasps and a collector card.
It's like a game within a game.
After a little bit more exploring and a few more gags, I then decide to do Nelson's race.
Nelson, huh? Why are you hanging around here?
Stupid community service. I dipped Martin in the salsa at Kwik-E-Mart. Anyway, get your license and you get some stupid prize from those jerks.
Once again, this race is a circuit race, and this time one of my competitors is Lisa. But sadly, as we start, I'm tackled by another car, and then Lisa's able to get away, and I'm not able to catch her before the end of the race.
Let's see a little hustle out there, Bart. We're not going to go easy on you just because you're our nephew.
Being a lot more careful the second time, and even trying to tackle Lisa, I'm able to take the lead and hold her off till the end of the race.
Atta boy, Bart. You're getting a birthday present this year.
I then go back to exploring the town centre, enjoying a few of the gags, and killing these damned wasps. All before approaching Homer to get Mr. Plow.
I need your truck, Homer.
Why should I give you that?
Because I love you.
Pay up, sucker.
You're charging your own son?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Paying up, I then drive a short distance to go grab another collector card off a roof, before I go and do Ralph's race.
Hi, Mr. Lisa. If you win, the man ladies will give you a car.
Bring it.
Using Mr. Plow, this race is very easy and not very eventful as I reach the finish first.
Not terrible.
Stop a few times during the next section to admire the little details of the game, such as the signage which relates to the lore of the series, before I go and buy some more cars from Gill.
Yeah, you're gonna buy a car? You just gotta help old Gill out.
I then wander through an alley to grab the collector card that I remember,
Why do these stupid things make me feel so good?
before I then hop in my car and drive down to the fountain in front of the stages to have a little bounce in the water and grab the final collector card of this level.
Finally, my years of ballet are paying off.
I then drive up to Milhouse to go do his time trial.
Milhouse, what are you doing here? I thought you had a 4 o'clock wedgie with Nelson.
I rescheduled. The DMV has us all doing these stupid races. This state should get some child labor laws.
I bounce around and smash into a few things during this time trial and almost blow up my truck, but I'm able to reach to the end before it explodes, and I grab most sedan as a prize.
Next time you stay at our place, you can have the steamed vegetable of your choice.
Give it up for America's bad boy.
And with that, all I've got left to do is the story missions, so I go and talk to Curly.
How am I gonna get that new game?
Who cares? Video games are so late 90s. Illegal fireworks are all the rave now. Better make it snappy, though, if you want to be part of this trend.
If I wanted to stay popular, I have to dart around and collect fireworks. Now, this mission seems quite familiar. It might be because a lot of the mission types in this game are repeated. All they do is change a few of the little details to make it relevant and interesting to that level. Regardless of this, I've darted around the town picking up fireworks from the likes of Otto, Mo, Snake, and finally Ralph.
Ralph, word in the hood is that you got access to your old man's fireworks stash.
Fireworks make my ears yell.
Here's some gumdrops. Now make with the works.
My daddy's going to put you in jail. Bye.
Fireworks, eh? You're looking at 5 life sentences of community service.
This is bad, this is bad, this is bad.
Sadly, however, Wiggum's onto me as he starts chasing me down, but I'm able to get away from him by using jumps on the motorway.
I fought the law and I won!
And with that, I head back towards the cinema to go talk to the comic book guy.
Hey, Jabba the Fat, do you know where I can get a copy of Bonestorm 2?
Yes, I have no time to converse with you. I must be the first to register my disgust on the internet regarding the new McBain film. The action was dismal, and the nudity was frustratingly fleeting. I barely get going.
Quick, to the Fatmobile!
Yes, I suppose, but must we call it that?
Showing how repetitive mission types are in this game, this mission is just a checkpoint race between two nerds. I must say, I do like the Star Trek reference that is shouted. And after a short period of time, this race is over and I've won.
I'm happy to report that your quest for Bonestorm 2 is quite futile. Professor Frink posted a message on my news group, alt.furryanimals.fanfiction.net, that he has bought up all the remaining video games.
Oh.
I'll thank you not to moan in my mid-sized vehicle.
And then provided the information that Professor Frink has the last of the video games, so I drive to meet him next.
I gotta play Bonestorm 2. Give me one!
No can do, my pointy-headed friend. I need the power of video game violence to run my latest invention / monster. If you find me a World War II communication radio and a satellite, then my creation will live, and we can play with it and enjoy the frolicking.
Oh, cool. Real violence is way better than TV violence. It's like a level boss come to life.
So instead being promised the thrill of real violence in the form of a giant robot, I'm sent to go grab a World War II radio from Herman. But for some reason, I have to follow a surveillance van there and make sure that I don't get too close. Why? Eventually, though, we get there, and I find Wiggum standing outside.
Hey, Springfield's lamest. What's the deal?
Didn't you hear? Herman's been robbed. Hey, you don't know who did it, do you? Because if you did, boy, that would be great.
Oh, no. Now where am I gonna get a radio?
These fresh skid marks leading away from the scene of the crime could be a clue. But who's to say, really?
Hunting down the thief, I then find Snake, ask him about the radio.
Hey, Snake, what's up?
Do I know you, little dude?
I need that radio you borrowed.
No way, little dude. This radio is going to help me score beaucoup de chicks.
Last time I checked, chicks like fast cars, not vintage electronics. Why don't we race for the radio?
Oh, I totally agree to your proposal.
Oh, what a surprise. This mission is a race as well.
Tubular impact.
I'm not gonna lie, I've probably brought the wrong car for this race, but after a snake crashes into another car, I'm able to take the lead and reach the finish line first and grab the radio as a prize.
Now to find a satellite dish.
This, however, leaves me still needing a satellite, so I drive down to the Krusty Burger to go see Cletus.
Hey there, Mr. Slack-jawed Yokel.
That be I.
Can I borrow your satellite dish?
Sure, if you help me scoop up my flat meat, sophisticated city youngster. Those darn revenuers don't like me selling roadkill.
Hopping in his truck, we drive around picking up roadkill while listening to some cool hillbilly music.
Hey, slower traffic to the right, please.
Once all collected, we head back to the Krusty Burger, where we find a poo waiting for us, and we have to run away from him before he catches us.
Now we got to deliver the delicious goods to the buyer. I sure hope they like stink dogs, 'cause I do. Please stop what you're doing. No one can sell rotten meat in this town but me.
Using the fountain to my advantage, I'm able to escape a poo, but due to the amount of damage that I've caused, the police are now chasing me. So I race back to the Krusty Burger to complete the mission.
Easy as hunting.
Krusty Burgers are made of roadkill? That explains the tire tracks.
Take this satellite dish as a reward. She gets 14 channels, including the outhouse channel. Man, I love watching that.
Thanks, inbred hillbilly.
Torrent nothing.
Unlike when I did this in Homer's missions, this doesn't mean that the cop chase has ended, however. After the cutscene, they run me over and bust me. Return to Frink with these items to be told that one more thing is still needed.
You expect me to complete a Mark 10 Truckosaurus without a blender? Why don't I just make a plasmoclave without a tennis racket for playing out loud? Now fetch me a blender with the puree and the frappe and the liquefy.
Now where am I gonna get a blender? Dr. Nick! He loves blended girl drinks during surgery.
So it's off to our friendly Dr. Nick Kwik-E.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hi, everybody.
You seem like a heavy drinker. Do you have a blender?
Not now, okay? My monkeys have escaped. Can you catch them for me? I'll be so grateful.
Why won't they come back to you?
Because I have tortured them horribly, silly.
There's no way I'll be able to fit all those monkeys in my car. I better get a big truck or something.
Oh no, not the monkeys. I must get them back in captivity for their experimentation. So I hop in Mr. Plow and I drive around the town grabbing them.
Whoa, wicked! Off for Bart!
I must say that this is my favourite mission yet, as I'll get to choose which ones I grab first, and the musical accompaniment to it is amazing.
Boing!
And after a short while, I've collected all 30 of the monkeys, and I'm heading back to Dr. Nick.
Welcome home, Daddy's little angels. Now, to put electrodes in your brains.
Grabbing this final part, we once again head back to Professor Frink.
Here's your last doodad. So can I see the Truckosaurus thing?
Yes. Is a word I would love to be able to say. Unfortunately, there are too many people using cell phones, and the interference would then cause the monster to malfunction and kill many people. And my insurance is already sky high with the premiums and the schmemiums.
Not another mission. Well, at least this one's destruction base, I suppose.
I just know I'm gonna be blamed for this. Oh man, this sucks. Whoa!
Doing lots of hit and runs like the title of this game suggests, I kill all the people who are using their phones while driving, and I head back towards Dr. Frink. But he better not have any more missions for me.
Well done, my little sociopath.
I like to smash.
Now there is no chance my Truckosaurus will go on a killing rampage with the screaming and the sadness and the hosing of blood off the robot.
I am the king!
Woohoo! The final cutscene of this level.
Wow, Wow, Truckosaurus is some kind of truck/dinosaur. I never would have guessed. Uh-oh. Yes! Everybody do the Bartman!
Escaping death by giant robot, but sadly being abducted by aliens, we then complete Bart's level with 97.7%, only missing 2 gags. But what exactly happened to Bart, and what will the rest of the family do to find him? Well, if you want to find that out, you'll have to keep an eye on the channel for the second part of this gaming overview. I hope you've all enjoyed this video, and please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to check out more gaming videos like this that I've done, please check out my YesterGaming playlist on my channel.